Hello, a very good morning to you. Do not adjust your sound. It's my voice. It's gone a little bit, so it keeps coming and going. So hopefully it will pick back up. I hope you're all right. It's been ages since I've seen you, so I hope you've had a happy Samhain, a happy Halloween, a happy Diwali, whatever you've been celebrating. I hope you're all doing really well. We've got a lovely necklace and bracelet set for you today called Sheila. I'm using some gorgeous little kind of, I can't really, I suppose they're ovals, but they're beautiful. And I'm mixing them with some spacers and some pearls as well. So there should be enough in your kit to make a double-stranded necklace and a bracelet. Of course, if you just wanted to make a single strung necklace, then you've got plenty left over for you to play with. I'll show you what they look like on the bust as a double-stranded necklace. So they sit really beautifully. I'm using 22 pearls on the outer and 21 pearls on the inside inner length. So it's really, really a nice, very straightforward, easy stringing make to do. But the colours that you're getting, I don't think they're going to show up quite as well. And I've got a few issues with my camera this morning. I've gone through all my settings and I've clicked on everything possible, so I might have to change the frame over because when I share down on my table, it won't give me like a horizontal view. It's giving just like a portrait slither. So I might have to have a little play around. So I might be somewhere else in the corner while I'm making today. So I'm going to quickly say hello to you. Anastasia's saying peace and love. Carol's in. Good morning to Jan, who's in a dull Sudbury. Weather here is yet gloomy. Good morning to Lisa. Hello to Rachel in a cloudy Barrow. Good morning to Pauline. Anita's in as well in Johannesburg, South Africa. Good morning, or well, I think it's good morning to you. Hello, welcome. Who else we got in? I've got Camille in. She's saying, did you enjoy your break? We missed you. I missed you too. We had a lovely time. We packed all sorts in. I went to Wales, so I did go abroad. I went to a different country. It's just so beautiful. And we stayed mainly in Carnarvon, went to the castle, which is amazing. If you've never done it, then I definitely recommend it. It's like 1,000 years old and you can go in pretty much every part. It's just beautiful, so big. We've done a lot of walking. We've done some like Halloween walks. We've done trick or treating. I've been to Zip World and I've been running through the trees in the forest. And then somewhere along the way, I seem to have left my voice there. So I feel okay in myself. Don't feel too poorly. Just, you're meant to come back all relaxed and refreshed, aren't you? Not feeling that, to be honest. Good morning to Shelley. Hello to Jan. She says, I hope you had a nice week off. Thank you so much. Good morning to Elaine. I know Anastasia, ginger and lemon is the way forward. It's not sore now, it's just not there. It, as I say, keeps coming and going. Hello to Anne, hello to Royati, good morning to Lisa. Who else have we got in? We've got Sheila who's saying, this make is my namesake. I'll have to buy it. Well, I always try and name it something different, and I try and name it usually a female name. So if we have, well, I'm looking actually, there's a few names in here that I haven't made anything. Anastasia, I think we probably have done your name, but I don't think we've done Royati yet, so I might do that one. Good morning to Edward and hello to Judith. Right, I'm going to take you over to the website. Hopefully you'll be able to see it all there. I wanted to show them on the bust because the photos that have been used have been laying flat, and it will show you the beautiful beads and the sparkle and all the colour choices, but I did want to show you them on the bust just so you could see how they sit. Hello Sue, how are you doing? Okay, so over we go to the website. It's totalybeads.co.uk. And let me just get rid of that. If you scroll down here into our video tutorial section, there's been all sorts going on, even while I've been away. I know Kitty started the seasonal Christmas makes. Today we're doing the Sheila Crystal Oval Jewellery. I think there's 6 colours in total for you. So we've got a beautiful iris rainbow. They're kind of more on the purple. I've put them with kind of a purpley plum, or is it mulberry? I don't know, I'll have a little look. And they're on the gold findings, so you're going to get a lovely kind of champagne gold, simple toggle clasp I'm using today. And then obviously your findings being your culottes, your crimp beads, and those lovely spaces. The spaces are a really lovely shape as well. I just like the mix of shape within this design. We've got a lemon, which is also on the gold colourway, and we've got a lime AB, which is also on the gold colourway, and then the others are on the silver. So we've got a beautiful mint. I think that's my favourite today, so I'm going to demo with the mint. We've also got a rainbow garden, which is a little bit more on the pink side, and then we've got the sky blue as well. So in your kit, it's £9.99 for your kit. You're going to get a double-stranded necklace, and you're going to get a bracelet. So really lovely, straightforward make. You can see here, this one is the iris rainbow. So if you scroll down, you can see just how they look. And the reason why I tended to put them with either the gold or the silver, really, because on this beautiful iris rainbow, there is lots of beautiful gold running through those flat ovals, and they are faceted too, so they twinkle an awful lot. You've got a flat surface on kind of like the top and the bottom, and then around the edge it's got a beautiful facet, so it really, really does twinkle, and they fit together lovely. I'm using the acrylic gold hexagon tubes as well, so that's what I'm using for the spaces. They're 4mm, and you can see they're kind of but they're more tube than say barrel shape, because they've got those kind of hexagon cut on it as well. And then you can see you've got your simple toggle ring, and the pearls I'm using are 6mm in plum. So they, I think, look beautiful with the iris, because you can see there's purples on it. So this is how it's going to look. I'm going to do a slightly smaller strand running on the inside and then the outside, and then I'm just joining them together so they'll both fit into one clasp. And then I've just done a straight stringing bracelet, and you can add whichever order of beads and pearls you want in that. You've got lots to play with. And again, if you decide you don't want to make a double-stranded necklace, then you can do whatever you want. So in your kit, you're getting your crystal oval beads, your 6mm glass pearl round beads, your acrylic spaces, which are 4mm, your tiger tail. I'm using 2 lengths at about 60 centimetres. Again, you won't need it all, because obviously the inner strand's going to be slightly shorter than the outer, but I'm using 2 of the same just to make it easier to play about with. For the bracelet, I usually cut, if I want an 8-inch bracelet, I'll cut about 9 inches of that. If I want a smaller bracelet, which I tend to personally, then I'll cut 8 inches. Obviously, by the time you add, well, I'll probably just use 8 inches, to be honest. By the time you've added your culottes and your toggle clasp on, that's going to give you that extra bit of length as well. And of course, you've got all your findings in there, including your jump rings too. So that one's purple iris for you. Let me know in the comments when I come back which one do you like the most. If you want a multi-buy, you can mix these up as well. I really love the lemon. The lemon's beautiful. I'm going to show you that down on the mat. It is lemon, but it's just got the most beautiful sheen to it. It's got like purples and pinks in some of those ovals, and it when the light hits it. So it's really, really beautiful. Again, that's on the gold colourway. This one here is your lime AB. So if I scroll down, you can see these really are a beautiful, vibrant limey colour, and I've paired them with the olive, which I think just kind of matches the tone really of those acrylic gold hexagon tubes. So you're getting all sorts in your kit today. And I think sometimes when you've got such, as I said before, when you've got beautiful components, you don't have to do anything too fancy with it. You could do all sorts with these if you wanted to do more of I don't know, maybe like a wire work project, or you wanted to add some kind of chain mail, like my bias links into this, you could definitely do anything you fancied with these lovely components. There's lots in there. This one's the mint, so you can see these beautiful flat ovals, and I've put that with the sea glass. So that's what I'm going to demonstrate for you today, and they're on the silver findings. There's lots of colours. I keep getting news pop-ups, I'm sorry about that. I don't know whether you can see them, it just blocks my screen. This one here is the Rainbow Garden. So I've paired this with the Indian Pink, and in the Secret Garden you've got greens, you've got pinks, you've got a really beautiful, beautiful colour on those ovals there, and the ovals are 10 by 5mm, so that's how that set will look if you put it together like I have. And then lastly we've got the sky blue as well, which is gorgeous, really, really pretty colour. So you can see how they look, and I've popped them with the lagoon, and they're on the silver as well. I don't know, I think the more I talk, the worse it gets. Excuse me. I might just completely disappear, and then you're just going to have to follow what I'm doing. So I'm hoping my camera plays ball today, because, as I say, when I've tried to swap it down onto the mat, it's just giving me like a little sliver. So if I stop sharing that, I'm going to say hello again to anybody that I have missed. I think I've said good morning to Jan. She says she's loving these. Hello to Sue. Good morning to Susan. Hello to Debbie. And Mina saying she's just got a big parcel full of acrylic beads arrived from New Zealand. Are you back home now then, Mina? Are you home with us? I hope you had a lovely time. Good morning to Esther. She's in a very misty Preston. She says, hope your throats get better. Spoonful of honey will do the trick. It's not sore anymore. It's just not there. Don't know where. It must be all the, I was going to say all the singing I was doing in Wales. Maybe when I was screaming going down like a forest roller coaster. I don't know. Good morning to DIY Dream Weddings. I hope you're well. And then hello to Mum, Kath. I know you've not been well either, so I hope you're all right. Camille's saying having a drink. So I've got a coffee next to me. I might just bear with me. It feels a little bit better. Oh yeah, Mina says she got back from her holiday. She couldn't have got back on the 33rd of October. There isn't a 33rd, there's a 31st. But maybe you are that jet lagged. Right, I'll show you how my camera looks at the moment. Look out, why is it doing this? So you get a slither of beads. So I think I'm going to try and go to that one, and hopefully you can see that okay. It's as wide as I can make it at the moment. If I get rid of this, I'm going to have to put myself in, otherwise it's drinking out of those white glasses, that does it. Yeah, so this is, I'm afraid, is as good as it's getting today, but you'll be able to see what I'm doing. It is just a very straightforward, easy beads and stringing project. I'll move them out of the way, but I'll show you each individual colour. So we've got these beautiful sky blue and lagoon ones. So that's the bracelet, just a simple top. Seems like it's freezing a little bit as well, doesn't it? Very well today. And then I've just got that double strung necklace. So you've got an inner one which is slightly smaller in length, and that's just going to sit inside. So when you wear it, it will sit nicely, as I've shown you on the bust. And the colours in them are just gorgeous. There is a delay on my end as well, so hopefully you can see all the colours. If I flip that there, you can see there's like shimmers of almost pinks on that one. Good morning, Jackie. I hope you're well. This is the one I'm going to be demoing for you today. It's kind of got like a sea glass look to it. Well, the pearls are. I just love the colour of these. If you can see those ovals there, those ones are the mint. So if I show you on the corner, it's faceted which just gives it that gorgeous twinkle, and then it's flat on the front and the back. So you can put this in kind of any order you want. Camille says it looks lovely in real life. Honestly, they're so beautiful. My photographs just don't do them justice. But I really love the mix of the shape with these. So we've got those gorgeous ovals. Hi, Anna. And then we've got those hexagon spaces in between and those round pearls. So I'm literally just popping them on, alternating. I'm going to start with the spacer, pearl, spacer, oval, spacer, pearl. So it's just alternating between the ovals and the pearls with a spacer in between each one. This one's the lime green, really zesty, really lovely. I can show you on the necklace as well. You hopefully get a real understanding when the light hits, just the colours that come off them. This is beautiful. This one's your lemon. So it looks quite pale here on my mat, but if I can hold it and give it a little shimmer, there is like iridescence in that. It's really, really lovely. And then we've got this one too, which is it's a bit like a Cadbury's purple. Well, I shouldn't say Cadbury, should I? It's Iris Rainbow Chocolate Box Purple. You see there's like real flashes of blue on that, and there's also flashes of gold. So that's why I've put them with gold spacers. And then lastly, we've got this one. Now this is your secret garden, and I think what's secret about this is there's a real beautiful pink, and then you've got those lovely pearls. Nina says, wow, they look stunning. Can you all see this okay in terms of the size of my frame? I'm really sorry, it's done it before, and I don't really know what I did to fix it. I've gone in and out and shaped it all about and all the rest of it, and it's just not making any difference. Anna says they look pretty. I love the green and the lemon. They would be beautiful if you mix them together, actually. I've got busts everywhere. So if you were to put maybe the lime one with the lemon, I'm all in a tangle now. I think they look beautiful together. Got quite an opulent look. So they're perfect for party season, really, because they're very glitzy. But again, you could wear those all year round. And if you wanted, you know, if you were to double the kits, you could. You'd have enough if you wanted to make it, you know, even more strands. You could do a 4-stranded one and hang them like that. All I would do is just have one more pearl and like little repetition on each one as you go. So on a double-stranded necklace, I've done 22 pearls on the outer and 21 pearls on the inner. But you could do that again. So you could do, say, 21, 22, 23 and 24. And you could have them, they would all kind of fit lovely like that. Oh, thanks, Sheila. Camille says your camera is really clear today. Oh, well, that's good. Just, I don't like change. Right, okay, I'm going to start making. I say I'm going to do the mint one, I think, for you today, just because I've got them out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start just by stringing my beads on, and then I'll join them together at the end. So when I open up the toggle, what's good about this design is you've got that little section at the end, which just means my toggle clasp will sit like this. You always want to make sure when you're using a toggle that you've got that maneuverability to position your bar on the toggle, not just horizontally but vertically, so it can fit through as you put it in, and it'll fit through your loop at the end. So I'm going to start off taking 2 lengths of my tiger tail and taking about 60 centimetres of that, which I think is about, on each strand that is, so I think that's about 24 inches for both strands. So I'm just going to cut off 60 centimetres. Thanks DIY Dream Weddings, that's kind of you. Again, it doesn't have to be too exact, but I'm just going to make it all curl off my reel. It feels like it's been quite a while since I've made anything, and I can totally tell when I come back to it. Sometimes the simplest things just don't go to plan, just like taking a reel of this off. I'll just let that curl all over the floor. Now I've got a little kink here. There you can see there's a bend in my tiger tail. The tiger tail is fine pieces of wire, so I think this has got like 7 strands of wire in, and then it's coated in a nylon coating. All I'm doing is just running that through my finger just to straighten it up a little bit, and so I'm just kind of running it through my fingernail, and it will still have the curl on, but any major bends, I can just get rid of that. I'm now finished with the ruler, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line those ends up together, and I'm going to take my bead stopper. Bead stoppers should be on the website as well, and I think they're only about £1 or something like that. Or DIY Dream Wedding says I've got a migraine, so I'm just listening. Well, at least you've not got my usual foghorn leghorn voice today, DIY Dream Weddings. I'm quite softly spoken. I'm just going to leave a little bit of an end, not much, but just pop it around there. I don't want it too far close to the end, and that's just going to hold my beads on together. So I'm going to take the inner strand, and then I'm going to take the outer strand. I'm going to just pick one really, because however many beads I put on will determine which way it sits. So to start off, I'm going to get my lovely spacers out. Should have enough in this bag. I might need to get another bag there now. So you can see they're like little hexagons, really, really cute. But I'm going to start off putting a spacer and then a pearl. And each time I put anything onto my strand, I'm going to, in fact, I'm going to start with the outer one first, I think, just cause. But anytime I add on any of my beads, whether it be my round bead or my oval, I'm just going to put a spacer in between them. So I'll get my ovals out so you can see how they look. You're going to get loads of these. And I'm just going to alternate. So for the outer one, I want 22 of the pearls. And on the inside one, I want 21. So just alternating. Pearl, spacer, oval, spacer, pearl, spacer, oval. So that's as complicated as it gets. You can do any pattern that you want to do with this. If you are going for that double strand, then you just want to ensure that you've got one slightly longer than the other, just so it fits inside of each other nicely. I hope you're feeling better, DIY Dream Weddings. So was anyone making anything themed for like Halloween or Samhain? I seen someone was making lots of spiders. I can't remember who that was, little beaded spiders. I was making like little potion bottles. Well, I started and I've got round to finishing it. It'll be in my pile of things to do. And was anybody celebrating Diwali or go to see any fireworks? If you're in the UK, we have bonfire night on the 5th of November. But because that falls on a weekday, we've had a lot of displays, I suppose, this weekend instead. So I went yesterday. It was my husband's birthday. So he said he was quite happy to go and watch some fireworks with my mother-in-law and my little boy, and that was really lovely. I feel like I enjoy them a lot more when I know it's in, like, it's an organised, safe event. But I know a lot of people have pets that are a little bit timid of them. So we have got some ourselves to do at home. We usually do fireworks, but um, we bought some silent or quiet ones and a few sparklers. Camille says, still struggling through my Christmas cards, though it didn't stop me buying more bead stuff. I'm not going to be hand making cards this year. I'll be lucky if I even get cards. As soon as my husband's birthday's done and it's gone November, I always start panicking. I need to get myself sorted on the Christmas shopping. I feel like I get like to a point where I feel like I'm fairly organised, and then I kid myself. I'll buy like one present and be like, "Oh, I'm sorted," and then I'm not. I've got loads to buy. And I've got loads to make as well. It's really nice if you can, buy a little kit like this. You're only going to be spending £10 on it. You're going to get a lovely necklace and a bracelet. You can gift it to someone. Uh, so I'm sure you're like me. I'm sure you all gift your makes. There's only so many pieces of jewellery you can own. I'm talking to myself there because I always like to make stuff, and I'll make things and think I want to keep that. So I don't often sell. I often gift, and I often keep. But then I'll find I'll wear the same. I always wear these earrings at the moment. So I'm still just alternating. Anytime I put one of the ovals or the pearls on, I'm just going to pop a spacer in between. And I'm just working on the outer strand at the moment. So there should be 22 pearls on this one. I'm going to have to rummage in my bag and hope I've got more spacers, because that's not going to do my other strand. I love the colour of these though. They remind me of the sea, warm sea. Mina, this one's the mint one. So we've got these lovely mint ovals, but they do have a gorgeous sheen and colour on them. And the pearls, the 6mm pearls that I'm using in this kit are sea glass. So this one is the mint colourway. And I'm particularly drawn to it this morning. It's just alternating. This one's going to be on your silver findings as well, Mina. So I'm using like the grey Tigertail with this. We've got gold coloured Tigertail as well. In hindsight, I'm really glad I've picked an easy stringing project today. Give me a little bit of a chance just to get back into delivering a live. But also, although I feel absolutely fine within myself, I'm not fully functioning, I don't think, this morning. So there's a chance I could still, hopefully not, but there's a chance I could still mess up. But if I put the wrong thing on, you can see it's not taking me very long at all. I could always just unthread and put them back in the order that I wanted to. But you don't have to do this order. You could do anything you wanted with these. It does match my nails a little bit, yeah. You're quite right, Camille. They're a bit of a mess at the moment. I've got some little pumpkins on them still. Still celebrating the witchiness. Oh, yeah, that's okay. I had like gel nails popped on, and I never take them off properly, so they just destroy my nails. So I've cut them right down. You know, I usually have really long nails. I've just completely cut them right down. I feel a bit like, you know, Samson having his hair cut. I feel like I've lost my power. Maybe that's why my voice has gone. Maybe my energy's in my fingernails. Okay, so I'm just alternating, and then when I get to the end, I'm going to finish as I started, in the sense that I'm going to pop on a spacer, my pearl, and my spacer. I think I will just give it a little count just to check I've got 22 pearls on the outer. 22. Let me see if I get more spaces out my bag as well. To give you a little look, I'll show you the gold spaces as well. If you wanted to, these would look lovely with the gold as well. If you wanted to, you know, multi-buy and mix them up, or get yourself an extra bag of spaces. Don't know why I poured so many of those out. As long as I don't pick the wrong one up. Okay. When I get to this stage, I'm just going to leave that one there. Right, you can put a bead stopper on the end of that one if you've got one to hand, which I don't. So I'm just going to leave it for now and hope that they don't slide off. And then I'm going to start with the inner strand. You can see I've got plenty of Tigertail left there because I am going to add a little extra section just to join those strands together in a moment. So I'm going to get going on the inner strand. Excuse me. So again, I'm going to start with my spacer. I'm going to move my pearls over here so you can see what I'm doing. So again, same pattern, repeat. Spacer, pearl, spacer, oval, spacer, pearl. And this is just going to sit on the inside. Get some more of these beautiful ovals out. You can tuck the other end of it into the bead stopper, Camille, you're right, yeah. I'm just going to lay it flat on the table for now. Though you can't see it anyway. I was hoping you could see how it lines up and kind of sits slightly shorter than the other one, but yeah, you can't, so just trust me. I've also got the lamp right in front of my face today. Make sure you're alternating between your ovals and your spacer beads are just acting like little full stops in between each one. But you should get into a nice repetition with it. And as for the bracelet, you can do your bracelet whichever way you want. I didn't do the same design on all the bracelets. Some you can see I've clustered the pearls together, and others I've not. So you can do whatever you want. You should have plenty in your kit to make a double-stranded necklace and a bracelet as well. I did just intend to do the necklace, but when I realised how many goodies that were left over, I thought, well, if we just add some extra spaces into that, we can add an extra clasp, some additional findings. They would make very pretty earrings actually if you wanted to pop them on a pin as well, like little exclamation marks. So play about with the design if you want to. I do think they make lovely gifts because we've got a choice of, I think it was 6 colours. So they should be, don't have a monochrome one, I don't think. But then I suppose if you wanted to pick out maybe like a black or You could pick out a black bead and you could put that with, or a white bead, and you could, I mean, the lemon looks quite white. It's more lemon because of the glass pail I've put it with. But given the fact it's double-stranded, it is quite a lightweight wear as well, because you've got your acrylic beads. Your acrylic spaces, and then you've got your glass pearls as well. So it's not too heavy. Ooh, Phoenix has got some handy hints for those with a migraine. There's a pressure point on your hand as well. I think you can pop a peg on, and that's meant to help. And some people get their ear pierced, and I don't ask me the technical name for the part of the ear. I've been very fortunate. I don't suffer with them, but I know they can be very debilitating for those that do. I hope you're all well. How are you doing, Phoenix? Are you okay? She's just taken a peep, still on catch up. What are you making at the moment, Phoenix? So we've got lots of lovely makes planned. Lots of festive makes coming up. Well, Kitty's already started it, hasn't she? Not sure what I'm making this week. I've got lots of bracelets. I've got some earrings I'm going to plan as well. Got some nice gifting makes as well scheduled. What I mean by that is I've put some kits together which I think would be really nice to buy and to make and to gift, but also to maybe just gift the kit itself, so other people, like if you've got, budding jewellery makers. I know I've got my cousin's daughter who's very much into making bits and bobs and pieces of jewellery at the moment, so I think that might be a nice gift to give her. And my nieces are also, one particular loves making jewellery, so that, there's lots of lovely bright colourful designs. We've got some lovely stacker bracelets and like charm bracelets and things coming up that I'm delivering, so looking forward to doing those with you. And then I might pop in the odd stitch project and something a little bit more challenging maybe. Might do some wire rings and things like that with you too. Oh my gosh. Oh, everybody sounds like they've been poorly. It's that time of year, I suppose, isn't it? It's, I don't know, it felt quite mild yesterday where I was. Usually when I go and watch fireworks, I always feel it's really bitterly cold. But it did feel quite mild yesterday. We were very lucky with the weather while we were away. It didn't really rain at all. So we got to go out and enjoy ourselves and in the great outdoors. Still got muddy though. Came back, I had about 5 loads of washing to do. Everything was just caked in mud. And then we had all the school uniforms to sort yesterday. It's like we've never been away. I like going on a break. I love having a little, we've got lots going on at home at the moment, so we did need, I think we all needed a little bit of a break, a little bit of time together, but, it just feels all harder to get going again once you've got out your routine, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm just alternating between the pearls and the spacers and the ovals. and the spaces. Nothing too complicated at all. And then I'm going to finish again as I started the strand. So I'm going to pop a spacer, a pearl, and a spacer on. And then what I'm going to do is just double check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So my inner strand has got 21 pearls on and my outer's got 22. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take both ends of each strand and I'm just going to finish it by popping on 1 pearl and a spacer before I add my culottes and my findings. Oh, Phoenix says she's been doing the Linda earrings, but trying some micro crystals on the plain wire at the side. That sounds nice. Try and share them in the groups. I know you're mainly on YouTube, aren't you, Phoenix? But if you are on Facebook, share it into our handmade group. We love to see what you've been doing. They don't necessarily have to be totally beads makes either. You could do, get components from the website and actually, you could get this kit and decide you're going to do something completely different with it. It will help inspire other people. And it's always fun when people go, I got this kit and I can't remember what it was. Then we'll have a little look and I'll be like, oh, I remember those beads. What did I do them with? So I've just finished joining that strand with a pearl and a spacer, and that's going on both ends of the tiger tail, so they're going to come up as one. And then I'm going to get my culotte and I'm going to slide that on, so both pieces of the tiger tail are going to go up into that culotte, and then I'm going to use 2 crimp beads. So if it's easier, you can just stagger the tiger tail to make sure that both ends are going through that crimp bead there, and then just kind of even them up together. I'm going to bring the first crimp bead towards the end of the tiger tail. I'm just going to flatten it down, or crimp it if that's what you prefer to do. Sliding the other one up right next to it and flattening that down as well. And then I'm just going to come in with my scissors, my cutters, and just trim off those extra bits, and then slide my culotte up over the 2 crimp beads so they fit nice and snugly inside, and then just gently close it with my fingers to make sure those 2 holes line up nicely together, and then press down with a pair of pliers, chain nose pliers, just to close that up. And then I'm going to slide all of my beads up. So I'm going to take the bead stopper off and just let gravity pull them up first. And you can see I've got plenty of tiger tail left at the moment, but that just gives me the opportunity to just have something to grip onto. So I'm just going to place it so I've got my inner wire on the inner strand on the inside, and then as I push them down, I'll want those 2 spacers beads here to kind of push up together, but I'm going to join these 2 together first. So I'm going to take my pearl and I'm going to place my pearl over both ends of the tiger tail, and another of my spacer beads, and I want to kind of position it in that curved shape that it will sit in on the necklace. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to gently press down, really making sure that the ovals are kind of sitting flat and facing up, and just making sure that my tension is nice on there. So just give it a little flatten down. What I tend to do is I pull on both ends of the tiger tail, and that will just ensure that those two little spaces are kind of butted up against that pearl. So it will sit like so, and at the bottom I've just got it in that kind of curved shape. I'm then going to take out another culotte and another 2 crimp beads, and I'm going to do exactly the same on this side. So I'm going to slide my culotte on to both ends. What is good is you're going to get, the culottes are wide enough and your crimp beads are wide enough to get both ends of your tiger tail in there. I'm then just going to slide on one of my crimp beads for now, and let that go right down into the bottom of the culotte. Again, pulling gently on both ends of the tiger tail to make sure there's no gaps in my necklace. And then I'm just going to take my pliers, take these ones instead, and I'm going to flatten down that crimp bead so it is flattened out inside of that culotte. Just give it a little squeeze. And then I'm going to take my other my other crimp bead and slide that on. So by double crimping, I'm just making sure that it's got that extra, durability and stability. If I don't quite crimp one properly, the other should catch it. I've got a lamp in my face, so I'm just gonna make sure I've got those both. And that's just gonna hold everything in place now. Should give that a little bit more of a pull. Then I'm just gonna cut off those ends, making sure I'm just cutting the tiger tail and not the crimp beads or the culotte. I'm going to fold it over with my fingers, just try and get it lined up. And then I'm just going to add on my toggle clasp. So we've got a nice straightforward, simple little toggle, very elegant and very cute. And then I'm going to take my my jump rings out. I've got the slightly smaller jump rings than usual on this one, and I'm just going to attach my clasp. So I'm going to take 2 pairs of pliers, just open it up, and then that's going to go through the holes in the culotte. And then I'm going to attach either the bar or the ring to one side, and then close that jump ring up nicely, making sure those parts are nicely aligned. And then the same on the other side, giving a little twist towards me just to open it up so I can thread it through the holes on the culotte. And then I'm going to just take that little O-ring, the ogle, and then close that up as well. So when this is worn, all I need to do is just thread that through to attach the clasp. And I'll show you how it looks on the bust so you can see. Again, when it comes to doing your bracelet, and you're going to get plenty in your kit, I would cut about 8 inches of the tiger tail. make sure when you are putting your culottes on that you've got that nice rounded shape. And you've got the tension right, and you can do whatever pattern you want with those. I've done a double strung bracelet. I've just done one strand, so you can play about in terms of how you'd like those to be. If you want to add some extra pearl parts to it, or you want to pop your ovals together, you can do whatever your heart desires. Oh, thank you so much. Let me pop this on the bust for you and have a little look in the comments. Anastasia says, Natalie, this is so beautiful. I've been busy cooking breakfast and listening. What have you been making? Oh, I might have some breakfast. That might make me feel happier. Jan says, thank you, Natalie. This is beautiful. Hope your voice gets better soon. Thank you very much. Rachel, thank you for being with us today. She's given me the hearts. So this is the necklace that I have just made. And as you can see, because I've used that extra pearl section on the outer, they just fit beautifully together. It's very dark in here, but I promise you, it's so sparkly. It's really, really gorgeous. So this has been the Sheila crystal necklace. I'll take you very quickly back onto the website. Excuse me. So this is the Sheila crystal oval jewellery. Over on Total Beads, you can see they're £9.99. And that will make you the double-stranded necklace and a bracelet as well. And you can choose from all those lovely colours, from the sky blue, the rainbow, the mint, the lime AB, the lemon, the iris rainbow, the rainbow gardens, just gorgeous. That is with the pink, but they've got kind of like green and pinky bits on there. So have a little look on the website to see if any of those take your fancy. If you do make them, please tag me and share what you make. I love to see what you do. And if you make something and it's completely different, then I'd like to see that as well. Oh, thanks, Sheila. She says it looks beautiful. Camille says looks lovely. Thank you. Oh, go wrap a scarf or something around your neck and drink plenty of honey and ginger. I thought you said you were going to wrap a scarf, like you were going to make something. Thank you, Joanne. Oh, thank you for being with me today. I really have missed you. I've had a lovely time off, but just miss you when I'm not with you. So I'm going to be back with you on Wednesday. Hopefully my voice will be back as well on Wednesday and my camera will be behaving. But who knows, if you prefer this kind of frame, then let me know, because I might just stick with this instead. Joanne says I'm working on an elven star for a friend. Oh, Joanne, let me see that when you're done. All right, my lovelies, thank you for being with me today. I'll see you on Wednesday, and I hope you all have